There's a time when we all feel that a change of some sort is coming. And how do I make sure that this change, amongst all of this volatility, is going to be the very positive thing that it could actually be? Because I do have a choice, and I can actually make sure that that is the reality. So, how do we do that? We'll talk about that this morning on Morning Meditation. I am Ann Morrison, and welcome to Ascension Studios. I have been working on this little thing. It's a paint by number. It is not my own creation. But it does bring into mind how the world balances itself. And I always get a feeling when I know a big change is coming. And at that point, I used to think, oh, something's big is going to happen. I don't know if it's good or if it's bad. And the truth is, you do. You know the trajectory that you put your life on, and you know the path that you're going to take, and you know the way that you want to walk it. The thing is to solidify that and to make sure that just because it's unknown doesn't have to mean it's bad or a challenge or a learning experience. It is simply unknown as of yet. If it lingers for too long, I usually go and see Emily Kate, link down there. She's an intuitive that me and my family have used for years, and truth is, she's wonderful. And when you find a good resonance with an intuitive, it's a wonderful resource to have. So, how do you make sure it's positive? The first immediate thought that I have is, oh my God, it's another challenge. What the hell's going to happen now? And I don't want that to be the pervading thought. And I don't want that to be what I send out into the universe. So I have to make sure, especially if I've already sent it or I've already spoken it, I have to go back and re-speak and reframe that so that what goes out into the universe and what stays out there is truly something that I want. We had challenges getting the girls settled, and they're all settled now, and the RV is clearing out and starting to smell good again. And all of that wonderful stuff. And we're taking care of, the finances of that and trying to get ourselves going ahead again. And so it's really easy to think that another financial restriction right now could be unwelcome, but it's not true. As a matter of fact, what I think has to happen next is a trip. I was talking to a wonderful lady on the airplane, and I was talking about the retreat, and she mentioned Eureka Springs in Arkansas as a really good place, and we've been doing a lot of research about it, and I'm thinking we need to go check it out. Until you've been somewhere physically, you don't know how it feels. And we are in a place that is full of people who think a lot differently than we do. Even with the fact that holistic people seem to be dispersed through the earth to get as much coverage as possible of something positive and moving forward and what have you, which is why we don't always find our community so easily. We want to be in our community. We want to be around like-minded people. We want to be able to talk about things like we talk about in these videos that are not things that most everyday people discuss. There are some people who discuss their health, how terrible it is. What do they get? Terrible health. They discuss their home life and how impossible it is. And what do they get? An impossible home life. They discuss other people and how they never come up to their standards and they're incompetent and incapable, and they joke about it and think it's wonderful and fine. And what do they get? They get themselves being incompetent and incapable and being judged by other people. And the truth is, we want to live in a place where people talk about the stars and advances and new thought and extra dimensions and how many alien species we know are actually there, and what are the rituals that I can do that keep me in good health and connected energetically to a beautiful part of the world. Now, we've done a few different places in California. It's originally I'm from Northern California, and we like it, but it's expensive. And it's hard to maintain a lifestyle there, and if you're near the cities, there's a lot of pollution and the traffic is insane. So we are looking at other options, and having a gal I sat next to going to Cancun on the plane for the first leg of the trip, bring it up, does seem like the universe trying to tell me something. And from what I've seen about it, it's a wonderful little revitalized town, and I think that we're going to spend some of our anniversary there, checking it out, seeing if we can find our tribe. We don't need to create a tribe. That seems too much like cult worship. I just want people that I want to talk to, like you know? And I want to be in a place where I'm doing whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and I feel comfortable going out and meeting people and doing social things. So it could turn out that this exploration actually leads to something really beautiful. And it could turn out that the only thing it leads to is not having to think about Arkansas, which I don't know if I've ever gone through on purpose or remembered going through, in a new way, in a new light. Maybe, see the Ozark Mountains. And it looks beautiful. It really does. So all of this could be leading toward finding out where it is we are supposed to be setting up for a good long haul. I'm not too sure it's northern Arizona. Sedona's nice, but there's a financial edge in Sedona that seems to categorize people. And I don't know if I want to live in a place that categorizes people. So, options. And I don't think I ever want to live in a place that snows. And the truth is, I don't have any idea if it snows in Arkansas. But it's worth looking at. And it's an adventure. And it's beautiful. So I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be absolutely wonderful. And this could very well be the thing that's coming. Winning the lottery could very well be the thing that's coming. Finding the right kind of business arrangement might very well be the thing that's coming. Maybe, who knows what it is? So we have a thriving business at the moment. Maybe it's a place to have another client or build another thing in the business, or maybe it's the right offer for us to start from scratch somewhere else. So many options and opportunities, so many ways I could learn and expand who I am and what I am. And what you've just seen is me totally reframing this feeling that came across first as if something's coming and has now turned into, wow, there's so many cool things that it could be. And yeah, something's coming. I work for it. I've been manifesting. Of course, something is coming. And it's good. I say that with 100% conviction. It is good. It is wonderful. It is beautiful. The room for the girls has been wonderful for them. Having better surroundings and more autonomy has been great for my daughter. I mean, things are going really, really well. So why on earth would it be anything but something really wonderful and necessary and educational and liberating and beautiful? And that's how you take a negative potentiality and you turn it into exactly what you want. I have manifested this. I manifested the right people that work with us, these wonderful partners that make sure that the work gets done every day. I have manifested a really good culture in the company. Well, Bill and I have, we have manifested it. And we are proud to live off the spoils. And there is so much more. There's what could happen with this channel still being in its infancy. How the morning meditations are going to go. Our new series on how to cure what with what color, which is in the works and going to be coming up very soon. An evening meditation with Bill, still in the works, and these wonderful different playlists for you are going to be put together and be beautiful. It seems to me that content is about one of the damnest easiest things I've ever done in my life. I have been garnering knowledge, and it doesn't match everybody's, it probably doesn't match yours all the time. And it's really nice to have a place for my own personal philosophies and my understandings to go out into the world in a way that gives all the power to the person who's watching. And that's where the power should be. It should be with you. Do I want to do this? Don't I want to do this? Does this resonate with me? Does this not? And as soon as you decide, like with, the feeling, as soon as you decide what it's going to be, that's what it turns into being. I'd rather have challenges on the way to something I want than challenges just because I got nothing else in my life. Wouldn't you? So let's pop into the meditation. Let's affirm the new standard, the new understanding, the new feeling about the heaviness of the change that we're feeling coming upon us. And everybody feels this. This is not an intuitive thing. This is not a woo-woo. This is an everybody feels it. You may want to acknowledge it. You may not. But everyone feels it. You feel it, right? Most people don't want to admit it. They push it aside and it's just... But the truth is, it can be such a wonderful, wonderful tool in our arsenal going forward and walking our path. So, start off with the intestines. Down here, this includes your sexual organs too, is orange. And orange is a place where your body decides what it takes in and what it doesn't. Whether it is a sexual experience, whether it is a filtering of the intestines of the food that we eat and the chemical getting rid of process and all of that, that all happens down here in orange. It is a great place for choosing your own decision. And we'll choose some things for our health while we're here, of course, and solidify that the path forward is one that's positive, that's helpful, that's educational, and that works for us in the best way possible. So we'll start down here in orange. Feel the energy field densify, fill it up. Feel it expand just a little. Bring it down to red, connect to the earth and all of us particle bound. And up. Feel all of your different energy areas harmonizing. Allow the download of the next step, the unconditional love, the wisdom. Find yourself in your mind palace. Calm the tornado. Allow yourself to feel like you're holding your own movie camera. Holding your own movie camera. And you see the movie of your life and your future, immediate, further and further and further and further, playing out in the lens in the most positive, wonderful, educational, amazing, beautiful way possible. You hear the reels go. It's probably not that way now, but make the camera as real for you as possible and film your future. I see today going beautifully. I see planning the trip. I see spending time wonderfully there. I see meeting fabulous people. I see getting to learn new things. I see getting to explore. I see getting to connect with nature. I see getting to sample a different part of America than I'm used to. I see a wonderful adventure that eventually leads into a bigger adventure in my life, which is the setting up of a place where Bill is regularly able to help people and still do our videos and our content and send out our philosophy and our understanding of our energetic presence here. And I see everything working in the time frame that it should. And each new step going forward happening, beautiful timing for all of the people that we talk to, including ourselves. And I definitely hear dogs in the background. But that might be my own. This is going to be wonderful and it's going to be lovely. And I can see it all playing out before my eyes in exactly the way I want. I can see my health improving. I can see my circulation working wonderful. I can see my fascia moving energy through my body with as few blockages as possible. I can see meeting our tribe. I can see sinus problems going away. I can see headaches ceasing to exist. I can see myself walking out into a pollen-filled world and having nothing but a perfectly healthy reaction to it. I can see me physically being able to do whatever I wish, whether it be climb a tree or swim in a river or a lake, paddleboard, whitewater raft, adventure. I can see me creating next to a body of water beautiful things, and other people creating with me so that they can find in themselves the wonderful stability that I have found in myself. And I can see it so clearly. The colors, the clothes, the size of the canvases, the easels, the riverbank. And it's beautiful. Back into crown. Allow the download of the next step. That's all we need, just the next step. Open, truth, self-care, love, ego, choice, and connection. And above all, choice. I believe that everyone's true nature is love. And that's a good thing. But what's your path? And can you see it? Take some time and see it. To go forward, you need to be able to see yourself going forward. And to go forward the way you want, you also need to be able to see yourself going forward the way you want. And it really is 100% your choice. Doesn't mean there won't be bumps in the road, but the direction is your choice. Namaste.